All right, rally fans. As you can see, I'm not Victor. Unfortunately, Victor's feeling a little under the weather tonight, and he needed me to step in. So anyway, I'm David Black. You've heard me on his show a couple times. I'm Couch to Dakar, and I too have this crazy idea that someday I would like to get out there and suffer with these guys and see if I can actually handle what they're doing. And I mean, after what I've seen, I'm a little scared. Anyway, so tonight we're going to be talking about stage 11, which is Shibatya to Shibatya. It's an out and back stage, so they're staying in the same bivouac each night. It starts off with a 116 kilometer, that's about 72-mile liaison from the bivouac to the start of the stage, which is deep in the empty quarter, where you have these massive, amazing dunes interspersed with these dry lake beds. So the racing is just going to be amazing to watch. I love watching the visuals of them climbing these dunes and blasting across those the desert floor. Anyway, so after their liaison, they're going to be immediately thrust into 152 kilometers all the way out into the empty quarter, and they'll be greeted with a nice 30-minute neutralization stop, get some gas, maybe even get a chance to rest for a second before they start 156 kilometers run back, and then they're going to finish with their 116 kilometer liaison back to Shibatya. This is going to be actually one of the more unique stages in that they've completely split the cars away from the bikes, and actually they've even split some of the trucks away from the cars. So this is going to be pretty cool. It's going to be more fun to watch the cars and watch all of them get lost. The bikes are going to be fine. They're going to do their thing, but the cars don't get to follow their tracks, which is going to be a lot of fun to see this. Hopefully we'll get some good footage from the helicopters tomorrow night. So what appears to have happened yesterday is that we had our front runners. They got to a point in the stage where they said, hey, I want a little bit better start time. So they held back, did a little shenanigans, a little strategy, and now they are sitting in the back and they're letting a bunch of the Rally 2 leaders start the stage in the morning. And when I say they're letting some of them start the stage, we're talking about Daniel Sanders being the 11th position. That's 30 minutes behind the first starter, who's going to be Michael Dottredi. But Michael, it's going to be really fun to watch this because this is literally his backyard where he trains, and this is his terrain. So he's probably going to be able to, before anyone catches him, actually pick up some of the bonus time. He's going to be able to actually do probably pretty well tomorrow, considering this is his home territory. His second one out tomorrow is going to be Rui Gonçalves, Sherco Rally. He's one of the GP riders, but has been a little bit lower in the rankings than GP, but still doing really well and, winning stages. It's been great to see him step up in that Sherco team. And so then we have Tobias Ebster, and this guy, I'm kind of digging what I'm hearing about him. This is the nephew of Heinz Kinnegartner, the KTM legend of Dakar Rally. And he came into Rally a couple of years ago, asked his uncle for some help, and his uncle said, well, you're going to have to earn your way into this, and has not given him any breaks. He did Malimoto last year, did very well. And apparently in his qualifiers at Rally de Morocco, he literally ran out of money and had to work a few weeks in Spain to get enough money to go back to Austria, which I think that's pretty cool. This kid's hungry. So we're going to see a lot more of this kid, and he's doing really well. Followed by Stefan Svitko, and then we have Edgar Kinnett, who's this new phenomenal rider on the Red Bull KTM factory team, but he's racing Rally 2. This guy is mixing it up there in the front, and again, 19 years old. Just an amazing thing to watch him run. Reminds me absolutely of Mason Klein's first year out, and they're probably going to be landing in very similar places, somewhere in the top 10, close to top 9. 9 seems to be this magic number where kind of the young phenoms kind of come out. We had Skyler, I think, in his first season do 9th place. There's been a number of them. Then we have Skyler Howes coming in at 6. Watching his interview yesterday, it looked like he was just trying to ride, keep it straight and clean, not really doing any shenanigans. So he's starting off in 6, but still that gives him 15 minutes behind Dottredi, and I think having Michael up front is going to really, to lay down the tracks, is actually going to be really good, just considering that he's so familiar with the area. When we get to 11, which is Daniel Sanders, again, like I said, 30 minutes behind Dottredi. So he gets to follow 10 tracks into the dunes, and he played it perfectly today, which was to just actually make up time on his class, but at the same time still be able to start far enough back. So he timed that perfectly. He's really, really killing it this year. And then in the 13th place, we have Ricky Brabeck. Then we have Looking down here, we've got 18th to start is Luciano Benavides. And my personal prediction is that he's going to come out really strong. He, Ricky, Tasha Sharena for sure. In 18th place, we have Niels Therick on the Factory Cove. Followed by, down in the 22nd position, we have our friend and American on the RS Moto Honda Rally team, Jacob Argubright. And after him, we have Nacho Cornejo coming in at 23rd. And I mean, that's 50 minutes after the first start. Talk about some tracks to follow. I think Nacho's going to be coming on strong as well. I mean, our typical front runners that we've seen this rally, I think they're all going to be really, really fighting hard for that front position, at least to try to get into the top probably 7 spots and be able to go into the 11th day, or being able to go into the final day really strong. And starting in the 66th place is our friend from Canada, Jordan Strachan, and he and I raced at the 22 Sonora Rally where he won his class. He's running a very, very steady, consistent pace, just making sure that he finishes this thing and finishes each day in just a very strong position there. And as we go down, we have another friend of ours from North America rally community, and that is Willem Avanat. And if you aren't following Willem, he's absolutely worth following. He's doing an amazing job. He's at the very back, but he's not missing waypoints. He's not getting a bunch of penalties. He's just working his way through. He's coming in at night. The suffering on his face, on one hand, inspires me to try to get out there and do this. On the other hand, it kind of scares me. But Willem is just amazing. You can see some more of his content on Decoding Dakar. Just search for Decoding Dakar. You'll find all of Willem's content. He's got a great media presence and a great community behind him, and it's been just really fun to watch him work his way through this. Looking at this list, there has been some serious attrition. I mean, we started out, 134 riders, and now we're down to 91. Yeah, this has been a brutal Dakar for these guys. I mean, the lava field that they had to run through, just absolutely punishing them. I mean, I would even say that the 380-mile liaison they had to do yesterday, followed by 110K dune section. I mean, it's like, hello, Dakar is absolutely trying to beat the hell out of these guys. So it's been really an amazing thing to watch all this. All right, that's it for the Stage 11 preview. We really hope Victor is able to get well and rejoin us for the rest of the race so that you can listen to him and his silky smooth, amazing voice and not my Kermit voice anyway. But anyway, so you guys have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you at the next one.